Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our Monday morning trading room. I hope you had an enjoyable weekend. And you dads, happy belated Father's Day. All right, here we are with the NASDAQ this morning. And, sorry, clicked the wrong button. Let's get that chart back there. Where did you go? And you can see here, Friday session was fairly quiet overall, closing near 7280. The market really struggling since it broke through 7300 last Thursday. And here we are with a rather substantial opening gap as the market tailed off pre-market. You can see here early trading, big move lower. So we're actually opening with about a 60-point gap above us here. That's substantial. We'll see whether or not traders even attempt to get into that gap this morning. Oop, yeah, sorry, forgot the screen share. Let's do that again. It's Monday. All right, here we go. So just looking at the eagle. Friday session, fairly reserved. The market really didn't go anywhere, just a lot of back and forth, finishing the day 72.80, and then here we have the big move pre-market, and here we are starting down here at around 72.20 with a very bearish look on the day so far. Usually those big gaps, sometimes hard to tell whether it's an acceleration gap or whether it's a gap that the market's going to try to fill. But we'll give them a few minutes here. Right now, like I said, things still fairly bearish, I would say. All the tools looking very bearish right now. The Hawk Scalper, the Falcon Swing Trader, and the Raptor. Along with the Eagle, of course, all looking very bearish. Here was a nice hard edge bounce. That number 3 signal, which of course is a continuation signal. And before you can have a continuation signal, you need to have something resembling a trend to continue. It's still very early though. We're only a few minutes into the day. I'm going to do my best to avoid doing anything stupid. All right, well, We are bearish, there's no doubt about that. Okay, I'm definitely more bearish today because that seems to be the trend. However, I want my timing to be right. You know, I could just short any of these secondary signals, these discretionary signals. My stops, however, would have to be enormous because, well, the band is getting rather broad. There may be a pullback through here, and I think that's what we're looking at. All right, well, we're slowing a little bit here. Buyers maybe gonna make a move. Let's see if we get a counter trend signal. Like I said, the band rather broad. This is a rather drawn out retest of the low, a test of the extreme. They may come down here, test one more time. That's definitely going to show us that the sellers are losing their grip. All right, so there we go. There's the selling off the hard edge. Let's see if we can come back now with a buy signal, and that should make for a fairly reliable buy. All right, here we go. Retesting the lows. And there's the buy signal. So I'm just going to buy in off that number 2. Just hit the buy button. Now this is a fairly aggressive move on my part. I'm going to roll my stops here a little bit because this is a strong downtrend. We'll see whether the buyers can muster a rally now. Here, another hard edge bounce. So we even, in a way, we even have the market pinched. If you wanted to do an OCO order, you could buy a break above the high, you could sell a break below the low, and that should be a fairly reliable trade as well. Like I said, I may have been a little overly aggressive on this. A more reliable buy would even be above here, above 72.20. That's a number that we've seen a lot the last week, 72.20, a very popular number. Come on, a little more. There we go. All right, got the first target, got to break even. Let's see where my ATR stops are. Oh, they look like they're following the market reasonably well this morning, so I'll engage those. Oops. And I'll get ready here either with my bar high low or my parabolic if things start to look like they're weakening. But that would be just a huge move if the market gets anywhere near filling that overnight gap. Okay, we're into the second hard edge. This is usually where we anticipate some sort of reaction. Okay, back to the high of the morning now. This is going to be a significant level to try to break. And we'll see whether I can ride out this swing. The clouds changing direction here now, so this will eventually develop into a number one signal to buy. And fortunately, also a lot of early momentum, not a crazy sort of early momentum, but look back just a little bit too far, but a good move all the same. Looks like I could have protected a little extra profit there. But a decent start to the morning at any rate. Nice thing about the Raptor is it's going to be one of those first tools to actually give you a decent counter trend signal. The Hawk here, you can see we were shut out here for a little while until we got this first micro macro cross. I'm surprised we didn't get a green bar sell off of one of these that we could short the failure of, or pardon me, buy the failure of. Rather, the market, or the Hawk anyways, not kicking in until we getting the first micro macro cross up here. The Falcon gave an early trend change signal, so if you were sharp, you could have picked that one up. But even here, we're kind of shut out a little bit. But like I said, the Raptor pretty good for those early reversal opportunities. So now the $64 question is the market going to try to get into that gap, or is it going to retest the lows and keep going sideways? We'll have to wait and see. Oh darn, here now with the crossover buy. So another valid signal here from the Raptor. And the problem I'm having with this one is the structure. That's really where the stop should go, down there. But I can't risk that much. So I either let the trade go on without me, or I wait for a pullback so I have a little bit more structure. Or maybe a really pronounced second push entry opportunity will give me a chance to get in. All right, so here we go now. We have a very pronounced second push opportunity. I'm a little hesitant because I just got out of a trade, but here we go. There is a chance right there. And did they gap me on that? Oh, I actually got a little positive slippage. Imagine that. Oops, sorry. My concern, of course, is the market's going to try to make a bigger retest of this low. That's what I'm trying to avoid. Balancing that against the obvious early bullish momentum that we're seeing. If we can get a couple more ticks here, the market will trigger my auto break even, and then I won't need to worry about it. Okay, I'm going to bring my break even down now to the high of that bar. So next bullish push, I will take the break even. Come on, don't stop now. Come on. No. Get up there, you stinkers. Let's see, 72.63, a very possible target. Oh, here I'm just running a single contract. I'm going to try to stretch this out here a little bit. Try to get into that gap from the open. Come on. The Geiger counter keeps pulling here to the short side. Okay, well, we're getting a little bit more bullishness there. That's good. That's what I want to see. No, that's not what I want to see. There we go. Pull over to the buy side and stay there for a little while. That's going to show us that there's some extended buying, which will hopefully push the market above this little bit of a hurdle that we're at around the 72.42 mark. No, darn it. Get away from there. I could pull my stop back, of course, but no. There doesn't seem like we've just got the momentum going on. Ray knocking it out of the park says, I just got $369. I'm done for today. Nicely done. Good job, man. Now, of course, that they tag me at break even, the market will skyrocket. Well, maybe. maybe it wasn't such a bad thing to take that break even stop out. Things looking a little bit like we're going to get that pullback after all. The hawk here, oh, almost ready to give us first micro macro cross. It's into yellow bars, so that doesn't count. The raptor, the eagle, still quite bullish. In fact, you can see here from the raptor that we did produce a very nice looking number 3 signal. We're getting some decent follow through off that. Pardon me. The Falcon a little conflicted here at the moment. Which way are they going to go from here? All right, here we go with another reversal signal on the Raptor. The Hawk really balanced right now, as is the Falcon. right, there was a very decent bear move, and this may turn out to be the retest, the test of the extreme. We'll have to see. We'll have to give them a few moments here. But if the market tries to rally from here, it will pretty much tell us that the buyers are in control. All right, well, here we go then. So we've got a little bit of an OCO type opportunity here, and I'm going to throw my buy in, and I'm going to cover the short side as well. Now with your OCO orders, just a reminder, you're not using your set prices button. You're going to right click on your chart and you're going to select your order. Just remember that these orders are live as soon as you put them on your chart. Okay, are they going to break or are they just going to keep going? Well, they're just kind of stuck here at the moment. May give us a chance to tighten up on this OCO order. In effect, we're going to produce another number one signal here. The cloud's out of sync, back in sync. Here's a little pullback. If we get a buy, we will get another number one signal producing. But it's starting to look like we're getting them pinched, kind of getting them cornered. All right, so here now that number one signal. All right, let's see what they can do with this. If they're going to continue higher now, I should get a stop in play. I should have actually had that ready to go, but here we are. Now, I do like to keep my initial stop a couple of swings back, which would put it down here. I'm going to hang with this for a little while, see if that will work for me. Yeah, Richard here with an excellent observation. Richard says, you've often said that most breakouts fail, so when is an OCO a good trade? Well, you are correct that most breakouts fail, which is why usually the best way to trade a breakout is to let it break out, retest, and then look for that opportunity. Very often an OCO will follow through if the market's been stagnant for a while. And if it's with trend. So if I consider the current trend to be up, then hopefully it'll work out in my favor. But you are always taking a chance when you're doing an OCO order. Well, they are losing some of their momentum quickly here, so I may decide to bring my stops up just underneath the support line right there. Reduce my exposure a little bit, and we'll see whether or not the buyers come back into the market or if they're just going to keep flip-flopping. just stuck. Okay, here now the second break. Come on, get up there. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna roll my break even in here, so if we get another bullish push, and I think I'm gonna bring my stop now to the hard edge. The market just a little bit too conflicted for me here. They're taking too long to follow through on anything. Last chance. Last chance for the buyers. Oh my gosh. Come on. At least get to the break even. There we go. We'll make it easy for them. Here we go. Here we're going to help it along a little bit. Get up there. Come on, get going. Oh my gosh, they keep getting close and then they stall and well, there's, as you can see, very little going on here at the moment, and we'll just inch this up a little bit closer to the hard edge. I have a feeling that we're going to see a little bit of a trend line break here. Here they come. Here's now that number 2 signal. No, it was just taking a little bit too long, the market a little bit too sideways. All right, let's put that away for now. Are they going to try another rally up, or are they just going to stay here now in sideways mode? You can see here from the hawk, it shows us very clearly a very conflicted market. The Falcon actually getting a little bit more bearish here right now. We're going to get a trend change signal on top of a late filter entry signal here with the Falcon. All right, so there now, the late filter entry signal. So the market doesn't want to go up. Maybe it will want to go down. Or maybe not. We are back into the hard edge, and we do have a really, really quiet market right now. Oh, here come the buyers again. Okay, so this change in color in the trend line here on the Falcon is going to spoil the late filter entry signal that develops, so I'm going to cancel that trade. Wow, really? Are they going to rally now after tapping me out? Maybe I was a little bit too quick with my stop. Here they go. right, let's see what else we have going on here now. So we've got a first micro macro cross here now on the hawk. That's going to be one of the first signals. We have a discretionary signal here on the raptor as well that you could look to take, as it appears as though the market is going to continue to be bullish. And I'm going to again look here at the primary resistance line. That was my original target here on that OCO trade. I'm going to look back to that. Yeah, way to go. Paul says here I trade 12 points on the Russell. Nice move. Yeah, let's take a look here at the Russell this morning. Here's the Russell on the Raptor. And you can see a nice smooth progression. Number one signal about 45 minutes into the session. And there you go, just a nice steady follow through from there. The NASDAQ sometimes a little bit more conflicted, a little bit more volatile. Come on, we got the breakout, let's go. Oh, I hate it when they keep stalling. It makes me nervous about the trade. All right, here we go. I'm going to be ultra aggressive on this one. The next push up, if I get another push up, I will look to take break even. All right, there we go. And looking now at the primary support line as a profit objective, and that would, well, it doesn't entirely fill the gap that we started the day with, but it is a very decent rally attempt on the part of the buyers. All right, I think I'm really going to start to squeeze this trade now. Things just moving a little bit too slowly for me, so I'll go with the bar high low strategy. Parabolics will be fairly aggressive as well, but nothing is more aggressive than the bar high low, and I'm really going to squeeze them tight. There we go. Okay. We'll see now how they handle the resistance line. It's unfortunate I took that, rolled my stops a little bit too quickly on that trade, but incurred a small loss, and this trade now helped offset that. So still a pretty decent morning overall. Just still thinking about Richard's OCO question. Which OCO trades can you trust? And I think, if it always goes down to trend, always comes back to market context. If you can decipher a trend, and the eagle is usually pretty good for that, trying to see if there's anything resembling a trend. Anytime you can take a position with a trend or even an emerging trend, you'll do all right. Unfortunately, you will never have all the pieces to the puzzle, though. There's always going to be some blank, some part of the trading equation that you don't have the piece to. And it's still looking like the buyers are in control. Maybe I should have tried to ride that one out a little bit further, but you know what? I'm okay. It was a single contract. I'm okay just taking my profit. And now we are up against the primary resistance line or support line at 72.63. And we're getting a little bit of a reaction. All right. I'll put that away for now. The market's settling in a little bit, but I don't think there's much question that things are bullish or remain bullish. Been a few little selling flurries here and there, but all right. And what now? Now they're just kind of drifting a little bit higher. Didn't get much of a reaction there at 62.65, or pardon me, 72.65. The bulls on a tear here this morning. So we've had a couple of decent moves here now. And I don't know if we're going to get anything tradable yet here this morning. The trading band very, very broad. All the way here from 72.50 up to 72, well, just shy of 72.70. So that's 20 points. That's 80 ticks nearly. That's a very, very broad trading cloud. We may get, as a result, we may get a little bit of a reversal here. I would not get too overly aggressive shorting it, however. I think there's enough in there to hit your profit objective. As a pullback to the hard edge, I think is probably something we can expect. Yeah, Ray says here most of the outside gap was filled. Previous close was 72.80 and 3/4. Anytime you start getting about halfways into a gap, you can pretty much consider it to be filled. But this now very, very bullish. The market just full on in buy mode. Well, I got my profit. It looks like I left extra $100 or so behind. But I was just trading a single contract, and it's always difficult when you're trading single contracts. Do you take your profit on target, or do you um, try to hold on for more? And there's no easy answer to that one. I usually maintain you take profit on target. When in doubt, take the profit. You've seen here in the trading room how a lot of times, had I taken profit on target rather than try to run the trade out, um, I would have ended up doing better. The reason I try to run the trade out sometimes is I look for early momentum in the marketplace, which sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. But as I said, I think our next most viable trade will be a number 2 signal, as the market extremely overbought at this point, very, very broad trading cloud, and there may be an opportunity to short in here, but don't get too crazy on the short. The market is determined to move higher today. After here, well, we're 72.77 is a median line, and then we are all the way up here to 72.90, the primary resistance zone, and that is going to bring us right back into Friday's trading range, which was hovering around 7,300. So it's not like the market hasn't seen these numbers before. It's not like these are totally new numbers. All right, gang, I think we're going to button up shop here for the morning. And it was a good day, though. It was a good day. Hopefully you walked away with a little bit of profit today. Be careful this afternoon. The market, very, very bullish. We may enter a little bit of a sideways skid again. Like I said, don't get too aggressive on the short side, although I would not be surprised to see a little bit of a move lower, especially as we enter the lunch hour period. Great. We'll talk to you tomorrow then. Have yourselves a very wonderful day. Bye for now.